Hello, good people. Welcome back to the Kuhb Games YouTube channel. We are playing a different version of a Gearfried deck. This one is less all in on Gearfried unless we're going first. This is another antics list, this time card for card, though a Dust Tornado swapped for a Jar of Greed because I read in the Discord channel that they were okay with making this swap. So if it's suggested and I don't know the deck, I'm going to go with the suggestion of the more experienced player. Anyway, someone named antics_pi followed me on Twitch about 7 hours ago from recording this, and that's kind of what got me the idea of, hey, let's record with some more Gearfried today. So Antics, if that is you, shout out to you. But yeah, so you'll notice we have like a full monster lineup this time of warriors. We have all three Blade Knights, the BLS, just one Gearfried in the main because we are still playing two Blast with Chain. Sasuke, DD Warrior Lady, Don Zalug, level 2, Exiled Force, Breaker, and 2 copies of Kuhb. So pretty much, bread and butter warriors, but playing a Gearfried in there. Nothing really too special going on with the spells. We do have one Mind Control in the main, which I don't hate. And then for the traps, of course, we have 3 Solemn Judgment, 2 copies of Blast with Chain, just the regular one-ofs. We are playing a Bottomless in the main, though. I have been more of a fan of this card, so cool to include it here. Just 2 copies of Trap Dust Shoot, and we actually have 2 copies of Time Seal, which is interesting. So where the deck actually gets like super fun is when we start looking at the side. So almost all of these are going to be coming in on the play, which I think is great. We have 2 Moth, 2 more Gearfried, of course, to go along with our Smoke Grenades. We have Upstarts coming in from the side, which I think is awesome to help us find our pieces to disrupt our opponent turn 1. We have 3 copies of Mind Crush, also good, obviously, with the Smoke Grenade and the Trap Dust Shoots, of which we have a 3rd coming in. And then since we are bringing in more Gearfrieds, we do have a 3rd Blast with Chain. And then just a Bottomless over here. I'm not sure if we should even do all of this sideboarding game, like if we're going first against Warriors, because we're just bringing in a lot of cards that could just be dead at some point. Maybe we just bring in like the Blast with Chain, Bottomless, maybe another Gearfried, but bring in the Moths and stuff too, and we'll leave all of this other stuff for going first against decks that aren't just going to be, heavily pressuring our life total. I think that's cool, but basically, if we're going to be bringing in this package, we're going to be cutting a lot of the monsters. We're going to take out the BLS, the Blade Knights, the Kaikus. We're going to take out the Prima, the Call, and then we can figure it out from there. Like maybe we want to cut Dust Tornado, Mind Control, Time Seals, whatever we want to do. But yeah, hopefully this is a fun one. I know on a lot of my videos, I don't have this whole deck profile thing going on anymore and just have the deck blown up on the screen, but wanted to cover the deck since it has, the intricacies of the sideboard here, and just kind of go over what's going on before we get to the video. But let's get to some matches. All right, we've got a match here. Let's see what we can do with this Gearfried deck. The last video with the Gearfried deck was a very, very, very fun match. So hopefully we can get something along those lines. Get some good stuff going here. Unfortunately, we are not going first. And hopefully we don't go first until game 3. If there's a game 3. Hopefully we don't go first at all in this match. Obviously would like to win it, but also kind of want to show off the sideboard. So, we'll see. Alright, opponent leading on Thunder Dragon. We've got a good, pretty decent warrior hand here. So hopefully we can take care of the Turbo Menace, assuming this is Turbo. Alright, good old T-set and pass. We're just going to lead on Mystic Swordsman here. We have a call. Not quite likely the opponent would have led on a Gravekeeper Spy, but I don't really want to overthink this. If they have Regeki Break, they get to take out the Mystic Swordsman, and it's not necessarily a minus because they do get to take out one of their Thunder Dragons, but this is fine. Just run over them off here. Wouldn't have gotten them any value anyway, but this kind of, this makes it where, they have to summon something face up pretty much to get over the level 2. All right, Sasuke. So we might be playing against some sort of Thunderclap-ish deck or something like that. Cool. Okay, we've got a pretty good Snatch Steal line here. Ooh, Solemn Judgment's really good too. We could just summon Blade Knight. Yeah, let's just summon Blade Knight and set the hand. We're protected against Heavy Storm. That protects us against Trap Death Shoot for the rest of the game. And if they haven't answered to the Blade Knight, we can just call it back, and then we can use Snatch Steal a little later and protect it with Solemn Judgment. I think I'm down for that. Hopefully the opponent just torrentials here. You know, that would be ideal. Alright, let's get the hand of shuffle here. Set. Set. And set. And let's get in there with the Blade Knight. Okay. That goes through. Opponent takes 200. We know 2 of the cards in their hand are Thunder Dragons, so they've got 4 other cards, and then this face down, which is a Heavy Storm. Okay. It's fine. Okay, so we're going to have Chaos Monster here. So I was going to say, that's 2 light. So that is a Soul of Purity and Light. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So this loses 300 during my battle phase. Okay. And we're going to tribute for a Zaborg. That's fine. Unfortunately, we're going to have to eat a hit here, right? We can't really just... Yeah, okay, so, I mean, we're going down to 1150, which is not ideal. Donald... We know the opponent has 2 Thunder Dragons in hand still. So I guess we just go for, you know, as big of a push as we can here. Snatch Steal the Zaborg. Unfortunately, we don't have lethal, so maybe we don't go for as big of a push as possible. I do want to summon Kaiku, I think. So this would be 42. Put the opponent to 36. I go back up to 46. We do have lethal on the next turn, and we can call back level 2 if they set a monster, but we also have this Rhoda for an exiled force. Let's get rid of the lights. Yeah, let's just pass here. Obviously, if the opponent has an answer to the Snatch Steal, it's pretty bad. If they have an MST or something like that. MST, Breaker. But if they don't, we're in a pretty good spot. Okay, they set a monster, so paid off for keeping this Call of the Haunted around. Get back the level 2. And summon Don Zalug, and that should do it. Attack over your face down. Attack you with Don Zalug first, so we can get a little bit more information, but the opponent's just going to concede. Okay, so we're on the draw against Thunderclap, it appears. So, let's see. Death Shoot seems really good, but again, we're on the draw, so I don't know if I really want to bring in more of those. The Blast with Chain actually seems really good in this matchup, right? Mind Control is a little iffy. It doesn't really do anything about their spies. So I'm actually going to side out the Mind Control on the draw, I think. It is pretty good against, you know, exactly Magician of Faith, stuff like that, but I think we could probably bring in our Moths here as well. Blade Knight's not amazing, so we could cut like a Blade Knight, and then maybe we can trim down on like Time Seal. It's not amazing, and we can bring in Bottomless, I think. Just cut out the Time Seals, bring in some Moths, call it a day. I think that's fine. I don't think I want to bring in the 3rd Trap Death Shoot on the draw here. I think the opponent's going to be playing a bit more traps and stuff. I actually have the the Oops of Cal list from the FLC pulled up here. I'm kind of looking at. So yeah, I think they're going to side into, you know, some more traps, Smash and Ground, stuff like that. And they may be a little bit more set heavy. We'll see. Yeah, the opponent should be going first here. Yup. Okay, don't hate this hand. We do have one of our Trap Death Shoots on the draw, but Looks like the opponent's going to have some cards in hand. Though I guess the Oops of Catalyst was not playing Thunder Dragon, so this is probably just more in on the Chaos Warrior thing, which is fine. I still think the siding was okay for this. All right, opponent open on Thunder Dragon, Pot of Greed, pretty good. Pluses all around. Okay. There's T-set and pass. All right, so we're just going to fire off this Graceful Charity here, see if we can find ourselves a knock or something like that. Okay. Dust Shoot seems pretty good here, right? We do have this Heavy Storm, so maybe we can just ditch Dust Tornado. Yeah, Kaiku seems really good, so I kind of don't want to ditch it. Maybe, I don't know, I don't think we can really get rid of the Dust Shoot, right? It's just so good. And I don't really want to get rid of Heavy Storm. Maybe we could ditch Breaker? That seems wild. But we do have Heavy Storm. We just kind of want to get some more protection here. We have Snatch Steel. Yeah. Okay, I'll get rid of Breaker. And throw down this Pot of Greed. Alright, Blast with Chain and another Kaiku. Okay, punished. But it's fine. Let's just summon Kaiku. I don't think I need to Heavy Storm, just one back row here. And let's get an attack in. Okay. Yep, unfortunately we didn't hit our Nobleman. So the opponent's going to get to Pot of Greed us again. So I guess that actually means I want to hold on to this Trapped Dust Shoot. Right off the bat, that could bite us, but I think the opponent's probably going to throw off Pot of Greed first. Yeah, and then we can just activate on Resolution. Now we'll Dust Shoot. Okay. See what we've got over here. Pretty large hand. Alright, so it looks like they did draw into Duo, which is unfortunate, but I don't really care about a whole lot of these, right? We could just get rid of Zaborg. That way they can't snatch Zaborg at some future turn. So we don't care about the Sasuke. We've got Mirror Force to take care of an attacking monster. Return also makes sense. We got Book of Moon, so they could, you know, grab a warrior, Book of Moon, whatever, try to attack in that way, or they could Snatch Shell, try to attack. I think I'm just going to take Zaborg. I'm not really sure if that's correct, but I just don't really care about the attacking monsters too much. I don't believe here, especially with having Blast with Chain. So, like, say they say they just summon Sasuke, Book of Moon, the Kaiku, I can Mirror Force. And then they want to, you know, Rhoda for whatever to try to take it out. That's fine. I'm just going to Snatch Steal here. They're just attacking with the Kaiku, so I'm going to let this go. We lose the Breaker from the graveyard, but that's not really that big of a deal. Yeah, if they sack it for Thunder Dragon, that's fine. Alright, let's hope Duo leaves us with a Kaiku at the very least. Alright, we lose Blast with Chain, and I think I'm just going to ditch this Heavy Storm. Which sucks, but, you know. Lets the opponent set what's probably Book of Moon here. We draw Rhoda, which is interesting. Well, DD Warrior Lady doesn't run over Thunder Dragon. I think I'm just going to summon Kaiku. We can protect it if they want to book it or something. We know this is a Thunder Dragon, so we'll get over that. Yeah, they're just going to book the Kaiku. That's fine. Duo's already gone. I don't really want this Mirror Force to get sniped, though. So I think I'm actually going to set the Rhoda. So if the opponent draws into a Breaker or an MST, I kind of need this Mirror Force. Okay, they set a monster, flip up Thunder Dragon. I'm just going to Mirror Force it. Like, the Book of Moon's still a -1 here. We can go get level 2 if we want. Alright, we know the Book of Moon is gone. Yeah, one Thunder Dragon's gone. Let's just go ahead and rip off Duo. We'll take this card here. Okay, Return is gone, and Thunder Dragon. Yep, so we know the opponent has Rhoda and Sasuke. Don't know what this face down is. But I think we just go get... We could get level 2. We could get Exiled Force. I don't think they have a Mirror Force back there. I'm just going to go get level 2, I think. Well, no reason to give the opponent a +1, right? But yeah, maybe Exile Force could come up to be important later if I happen to get into it. So let's just go get level 2. If the opponent wants to be proactive, we can Snatch Steal, whatever. Attack, it is Mirror Force, okay. Alright. Good beats, go ahead. Opponent sets a back row, yep. And they go get a Blade Knight, that's fine. So we know they have Sasuke and a Shining Angel. Okay, so we're going to take 3,400. No big deal. And we get ourselves a Magician of Faith, which is not great with the Blade Knight hanging around, but of course we can take the Blade Knight and then we can Pot of Greed. Or Graceful Charity, whatever we really decide to do. The question is, do we want to attack over the Shining Angel? Probably. Dust Tornado was the card they drew? Oh boy. Okay. Alright, I'll set... Well, do we... Yeah, we do have a Dark in the graveyard, so I'll set them off and see if they... Well, no, we do still get the Moth effect. Right. There's a Shining Angel on the board. So we'll see if they go into the Sasuke here and try to kill us. Oh, they don't? Are they going to attack with Shining Angel? No, okay. I don't think Snatch Steal is going to do it here. So I guess we get Graceful Charity. Try to dig. I think BLS is going to be the out here. I'll take 1,400. Alright, any BLS. Nobleman is not where it's at. I'm actually going to side out the Nox. Any BLS is the last card? No. Sasuke attacks over Blade Knight here. So we can get rid of Knock and Bottomless. Because Solemn Judgment can just kind of help take care of whatever. Though they can just, you know, send Shining Angel into Sasuke, go get DD Warrior Lady. But... And we're kind of forced to Solemn, you know, any play they make here. Unfortunately. Because of that line. Yeah, let's just Solemn the Sasuke. Alright, they're just going to put Shining Angel in defense? Okay, so this is a battle trap, right? There's no way my opponent makes that play without a battle trap. This is bait. That's absolutely bait. I'm going to set Bottomless and pass. Prove me wrong, opponent. Flips up MST. Kills me. Alright, Soul Purity and Light, it appears. Yeah, we're just going to Bottomless that. Get it on out of here. Rhoda, yep, I guess Blade Knight's going to kill me, isn't it? Not much we could have done there. Okay. You got me. We are on the play against Chaos Warrior, which is different than... it's not the Thunderclap variant that I was thinking about, because there are Thunder Dragons, so I'm going to assume there are no spies here. And I think we're going to bring in the package. We're on the play. Why not? Let's get rid of these. This. We're gonna get rid of these and the level 2. Dust Tornado goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And we need to get rid of 2 more. Bottomless seems good here. The Blast with Chain seems good here. All of these cards seem good here, so maybe we just don't bring in like 2 Mind Crushes. Sure. Mind Crush seems to be the weakest one here. Seems fine. Let's run it. Alright, we get to open up with Duo, which is pretty nice. Oh, no. This was bad. This was bad. Don't do this, people. Play your Trap Dust Shoot first. So now, I'm just going to set them off. Set these. Draw phase. See if the opponent will pass priority to me. This is one of the reasons why you activate the Dust Shoot before the Duo. Is your opponent could have like an MST or whatever, and you wouldn't be able to trap Dust Shoot here. Obviously, I'm just going to take Blade Knight. The other reason is like you can snipe the Thunder Dragon first or a Sinister Serpent. I don't expect my opponent to be playing Sinister Serpent, but that was incorrect sequencing. I will admit to that for sure. Though, yeah, the opponent's going to set 2. So I don't really want to get my Duo back just yet. Do I solemn this? No, it's fine. It's fine. All right, we'll get our Duo back, which isn't going to be doing a whole lot here. But now, like, we can just set DD Warrior Lady. Oh, maybe I should have solemn that. Yeah, I didn't completely think this through. Maybe, well, that's got to be, like, way too aggressive when I know my opponent has a Snatch Steal. Okay, so now they're gonna get rid of, not a Snatch Steal, they have a Ring of Destruction. Good Lord, Evan, come on. So not the tightest play here by any means this game, but maybe we're gonna get bailed out by Snatch Steal. Okay, so let's go ahead and Snatch. If they want to ring, that's fine. And I'm just going to summon Gearfried. Alright, get in there. They're going to ring the Gearfried. If I solemn... No, there's just no reason to solemn here. Soul of Purity and Light, pretty good against this deck. And we can solemn, a bigger play later. Opponent just passing. You got it. Alright, Bottomless Trap Hole, pretty good. Set it. Attack you for 2k. And let's see, they know about this Duo in hand? What could that card be? Not sure. It could be another Soul of Purity and Light. The opponent did look at their graveyard. Could be something along those lines. Time Seal is pretty decent here. Alright, so let's attack you for 2,000. Raigeki Break. Yeah, that's a... Lord. That certainly is a reason to Duo. Man, I feel like I'm playing this game just so poorly. I just didn't expect my opponent to have Raigeki Break. Alright. I'm going to solemn now. Yeah, I mean, I could have played around that for sure. But Now my opponent has a set monster, okay. MST is not going to help here. Ugh. We could be in a much better position this game. Shining Angel's fine. I'm just going to get another Shining Angel. Okay. Activate Time Seal. Just set MST here. Pass the turn. No draw for the opponent. Really wish I could have drawn into a monster at some point. Okay, Sasuke's huge here. Alright, summon Sasuke. Attack. No search for you. Man, we could have already won this game had I just duoed the card away from our opponent's hand. And it's probably just a mistake not to. Like, it's being a little greedy, trying to get extra value out of the duo is just not the way to go there. But we are going to get the win. Don't feel good about how I played that game at all. So lots of just sequencing errors. Should have flipped the duo. But, I mean, sometimes when you're way ahead, you can just, you can just get there despite the errors, I guess. Yeah, definitely don't get greedy with your duo. Play your duo correctly in the first place. But I think, yeah, if we had just not turned on the Raigeki break, this game would have been over a long time ago. But yeah, that's going to be round one. We'll go ahead and get another one. All right, we've got another one here. See if we can tighten up and play a little better. Have my work headset still on me. Let me get that off. I work from home, so got my work computer like right over here, actually. Oh boy. This is the dream hand right here. My God. So we'll just summon out a Kaiku and pass the turn. This is not really what we're looking for here, but you deal with what you got, I suppose. Opponent, can I have some of those traps, please? Hey, we drew a non-monster card that is essentially a monster card, so that's pretty cool, right? Oh boy. I'm just gonna attack with a Kaiku. There's no reason to throw everything out into a torrential. And we can... Oh boy. We can play into battle traps, I think, here. I don't really want to set Rhoda into like an MST or something like that. Because it can go grab Exiled Force if there's a... If there is a lurking Thousand Eyes Restrict here, we'll see. Unfortunately, there's no Thousand Eyes Restrict, but there's a Monster Gate. And see what the opponent's going to hit here. I guess Kaiku's pretty good here. Okay, they hit the Demok. Well, that's very bad for me, obviously. We're certainly not going to win this game. Lord. Just getting eaten up by Reasoning Gate here. Yeah. Graceful Charity's fine. Do your thing. Do your thing. Our Smoke Grenade package is going to be really good against this when we get to go first, though, right? And now we know that we can just... Well, I guess the opponent could be sighting in, like, torrential stuff like that, but... good chance that we are allowed to summon multiple monsters at once. Ditch Air Knight Parshath. Card Destruction. Okay, we're summoning out a Sacred Crane. And Snatch Steel. Yep. So... Lord. The opponent has literally only seen Kaiku from us, though, so... Maybe they don't know exactly how they want to side here. You got it? Uh-huh. All right, we had no chance at all ever in that one, so let's bring in the package here. I think we're just going to leave the moths on the board. I'm not really a huge fan of those. Man, Kaiku's so good in this matchup. Maybe we leave the Kaiku in. Let's see what else we have to cut here. Mind Control can get out of here. Level 2 can get out of here. Those aren't very good. Sasuke's not amazing, but I don't know if I can really cut any more monsters. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. So we need to cut 4 more. We can cut the Dust Tornado. That's perfectly fine. We can get rid of Heavy Storm. We're not really going like super into trap mode here, though I guess like these, but I mean the opponent might not even know to side in Decree. They literally just saw Kaiku from us, so I think this is fine. I guess we could get rid of Breaker. Breaker attacks, and right now we're looking at 11 monsters. Sure, see if this works out. We get to leave in our Kaikus, which I think is really good here. Hopefully we just open on like double Smoke Grenade, Mind Crush or some shit. Oh, there's a Smoke Grenade and a Gearfried and a Blast with Chain. Okay, beautiful. Let's just summon Gearfried. Activate. Get it out of here. Let me see that hand, opponent. Okay. So our Dust Shoot's no good. Let's just get rid of the Reasoning. I guess that way the opponent can't go, you know, Reasoning into Monster Gate, and then the opponent's hand is just completely dead unless they draw a monster. Glad you like the combo, opponent. I like it too. Alright, so we got rid of the Reasoning. Let's just set Blast with Chain. I guess we can set Trap Dust Shoot. Yeah, let's set it. And I guess we'll fire it off here. Make sure the opponent didn't get a monster. I'm not sure if this is correct at all. Ah, they did. They drew the, well, they drew the D-Mock, which is not the card we want to send back to their deck. But yeah, their hand is pretty dead here. Another Smoke Grenade, so now we can just take out the 37 versus 33. 33 would put our opponent at 47, and we still have lethal, so let's just do it this way. Kaka, and then another Smoke Grenade, and we'll take out that Monster Gate. Yeah. All right, take all that out. This has been pretty awesome. And go ahead, opponent. I'm glad we get to show off at least a little bit of the whole sideboard plan here. This has been pretty nice. Graceful Charity is a pretty damn good draw because our opponent's hand is like very dead. Let's see what they discard here. Hopefully we can take it. We do have Blast with Chain. Okay, so get rid of Trunade. And Chaos Sorcerer. Reasoning. Alright, we know the D-Mock is somewhere in the deck. We can beat Jinzo. Let's just call 8 so our opponent can't hit D-Mock and get like the Graceful Charity back or something. If they hit Jinzo, we have an answer. Yeah, Cyberstein's dead. We're not worried about that. We know there's Heavy Storm and Monster Reincarnation in hand. Alright, cool. Got game 2. Hopefully we can get game 3 here. Okay, so do we want to bring back in the package, or do we just want to leave in all of this? I'm just going to leave in all of the stuff. We're on the draw, but all of this is just so good. Like, Mind Crush isn't the best, obviously, against the Reasoning Gate deck, but I think all of the other stuff is actually just really good against the combo deck, that we'll just keep it in. And it gives us, like, extra answers with the Blast with Chain and stuff, so I think it's fine to just run it like this, you know, famous last words. But if the opponent doesn't pop off turn 1, which also, like, good Reasoning players aren't going to just, you know, completely go off. So it gives us a chance to draw into our Smoke Grenades and stuff and be able to use them before they, use their big stuff, though. Maybe, you know, seeing a game 2 that changes their mind. Okay, setting a bunch of cards. I would imagine Jar of Greeds, Scapegoats, stuff like that. Alright, we're just going to throw off Graceful Charity. And draw our 3 cards. Okay, Smoke Grenade, Solemn Judgment. I'm going to get rid of Trap Dust Shoot. I don't think it's going to do much here. Opponent's already down on cards. Do we want double Gearfried? I guess we do have Rhoda, so let's just ditch a Gearfried. And if we need a second Gearfried, we can do that. Alright, activate Smoke Grenade. Show me that hand. We have Cyberstein. Anyway, we have Stein, Prima, and Dimension Fusion. So I guess we just get rid of the Prima, right? Yeah. Get rid of the Premature Burial, and then we'll just attack with the Gearfried here. Alright, yep. Expected a Scapegoat. No big deal. Hopefully we can win through that. We'll see. We do have a buttload of back row here. So I'll just set our traps and pass the turn. Yep, Jar of Greed, expected that. That's fine. We can Rhoda for something on our next turn as well if we need to. I accidentally drew 2 cards. No problem, no problem. You're good. You're good. Misclicks happen. Now what is this other card that they have? Hopefully they just summon Cyberstein and activate it, and I can bottomless whatever they bring out. Call of the Haunted. Yeah, it's fine. You can have a Crane. Not too worried about that. Draw a card. I have an answer for Jinzo, if you drew a Jinzo. No big deal. Giant Trunade. Yeah, I'm going to allow that too. The opponent loses their Crane. But I know 2 cards are Dimension Fusion Cyberstein. Now they have a Call of the Haunted back, but I don't think... Okay, they drew a Monster Gate. That's pretty bad. For me... I don't know. A lot of times I like to Solemn the Trunade there, but... I feel like if they have a follow-up, like they could have just Monster Gated anyway, and then I'm in a bad position. And with low life, so I feel like letting that one go is fine. Though it's risky, but like Solemning is risky, not Solemning is risky. And like knowing that my opponent has Cyberstein, which I can kind of deal with, and Dimension Fusion that's not even online. I don't know. I could Solemn there. I have Bottomless Torrential back up, but it's kind of working out a little bit here because Sacred Crane's not really that threatening to me. Opponent having a big think over there. Reasoning. Okay. Well, we've seen 2 Cranes. I'm just going to call 8 at this point. I don't think I can risk a Demock here. VLS gone. We hit the 8. It is Demock. Let's go. Prima's gone. The Call of the Haunted is in our opponent's hand. And it looks like they have a Chaos Sorcerer as well. Oh, with Defusion, so we're dead. I guess we're not dead. Yeah, we're not dead because our opponent's field is full with goats and stuff. So maybe there's a chance we can squeak this one out. So we know Cyberstein, Dimension Fusion, and Call of the Haunted. Let me write down Koth over here. So know exactly what's going on. If they wanted Defu for just the Demock here, that's fine. If not, we can set up a Torrential Tribute that could be pretty good here. Ooh, Snatch Steal. Okay. Snatch Steal is nice, but they currently can't Call of the Haunted for anything. I guess I snatch the Chaos Sorcerer, and if they Dimension Fusion... Yeah. If they Dimension Fusion, I can just Solemn Judgment that. I'm going to get rid of the Crane. I don't need to put anything in their graveyard for... I guess I'm free to Rhoda here, right? We can just grab DD Warrior Lady. Yeah, I think that's probably the safest pick here. Because we know it's Call of the Haunted. Attack here. Pass the turn. Okay, so our opponent's going to gain 1,000. No big deal. No big deal. We're actually back in this, knowing, you know, every card the opponent has except for the card that they just drew this turn. Uh-huh. No. Get that right out of here. Alright, so we know there's a dead Call of the Haunted. And they drew a Chaos Sorcerer. Cyberstein is the other card. Targeting Chaos Sorcerer. I can Bottomless here. The opponent brings out Cyberstein, and then I... Torrential. Man, this is tough. I could just run into it with DD Warrior Lady, and if the opponent summons... Yeah, this is a little odd. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm supposed to Bottomless there. Yeah, Cyberstein's fine. Opponent goes to 2,000. Let's see what they bring out. Oh, this could be very bad. They bring out Gatling Dragon. Yeah, now I'll Torrential. If the opponent wants to Call the Haunted their Chaos Sorcerer, I can just Bottomless it. Okay, and then we just need to draw, like, well, I guess our Blade Knight's not in the deck anymore. Can't target that one. Chaos Sorcerer. Okay, let's get rid of that one. Okay, and now we just need to draw some monsters. Not Upstart Goblin. I'm going to activate it, give the opponent another 1,000, but that's kind of... Oh, come on. Yeah, I think I need to activate this one too. Okay, alright. I get it. I get it. Alright, Ring is fine here. Smoke Grenade is not fine here. Let's just set both and pass. I think all of our opponents' Chaos Monsters are gone. Yeah, they're all right there. Dimension Fusion, really good for the opponent, obviously. We would die to that, for sure. I still think activating the Upstarts was probably correct to just try to get to something. The opponent's still... uh-oh. Lost connection there. Okay, we are back. Lost connection, but here we are. We draw Gearfried, which is really nice. Hopefully the opponent didn't draw freaking Scapegoat. Let's see if we can get in there for 18. Alright, we get in for 18. Okay, step 1. We have lethal in the next turn. Jar of Greed is fine. Good timing from the opponent, not letting me Smoke Grenade them. I think, like, most of their... do I ring the Gearfried? Probably not. What do we draw, opponent? A back row. Oh, Breaker. Breaker. Do we expect them to have Torrential I think we got to go for it. We got to go for the game here. Let's go. We beat Reasoning Gate. These were some pretty good games too. Definitely enjoyed that. A lot of cool decisions that could have been made there. Not sure if everything was made correctly, but you know, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed anyway. I thought these were some pretty cool games. So that's gonna be the video. Hope y'all enjoyed again. I've said that way too many times now. We'll be back with the next one.